The Zacks rank, value, momentum, growth, and income all factor into Zacks rank buys.
Well, we have a couple of aggressive growth stocks that we want you to know about, dealing with retail and with autos of sorts. Our aggressive growth strategist, Brian Bolin, is here to fill us in because you picked them, as they say.
Yeah, I picked them, so I better know something about them, right?
Well, we hope. Children's Place, that's a specialty retailer store.
Right, and you wouldn't expect specialty retailers or retailers just in general to be talked about in aggressive growth right here. You know, we've seen a lot of the department stores,
Not
a lot
lately.
of the big names in retail just really getting beaten down again. That Amazon effect is really crushing a lot of those stocks.
I said to somebody the other day, retail stocks are on clearance.
Outstanding, Terry. Retail stocks are on clearance. Well, Children's Place just reported this morning.
An exception to that.
And an exception to that rule. And they beat and guided higher. But there was a lot of noise in that number, so the estimates may not be truly comparable to what the analysts have out there. But at the end of the day, it backs up the idea of why this stock was a Zacks ranked #1 strong buy. And of course, because I like aggressive growth stocks, I like to see that A for aggressive growth for the style score there. The B in value isn't something I'm going to be upset about, but you generally like to see the divergence there. I like to see the value players not looking at the growth names. But at a 16 times forward multiple, you know, for a retailer that just beat and guided higher, you know, you kind of like it here. Obviously, the stock's up just a little bit today, 2%. You know, the market's been a little bit worried about the Trump trade recently, so you know, that's going to weigh on things. So here we can see that estimates have been moving in the right direction. 595 for this year, moving up to 665, so that's a pretty good size 10% move. And then for next year, 645 all the way up to 737. And again, we're expecting those estimates to move up higher in the coming days because of today's earnings report where they raised guidance. Even though there was a lot of noise in that number, things still look good for the Children's Place.
Today is May 18th. What do you mean noise in the number?
So noise in the number is the estimates are not comparable to the guidance, so there could be some other factors in there like stock-based compensation, some other write-offs, some other one-time issues that would, you know, most likely, you know, skew the number just a little bit in the short term.
All right. Well, it should really be not that big of a surprise that a specialty retailer would kind of break away from the pack of the retailers in general. We've seen that before. There's more resilience sometimes in that specialty group.
Right, and something like the Children's Place, you know, baby needs new shoes, right?
Yeah,
and
right.
we were talking just before this about, you know, when someone's smaller and how they're going to be growing, hopefully. You know, it took me...
Children, in this case.
Yeah, it took me many years to find my growth spurt and to get to the lofty level of 5 feet, so...
Well, we won't go there.
Okay, good.
All right, so the next one is Autobytel, and they're listed as an online auto commerce company. What does that mean?
Right, so that's if you have your car to sell and you're looking to buy a car, you're looking to buy a used car, this is a potential spot, or you're looking for pricing on new cars, this is a spot for you as well. You know, the auto market we've talked about, we've heard a lot about peak autos recently, like so the auto dealers were selling the peak amount, at least that's what everyone had believed, then we beat the peak again, but it's starting to look like there are some signs of trouble and there's some credit issues out there for the subprime auto. So, you know, used cars are probably going to be in the spotlight here over the next several months, and this is a spot where you know, people go to find those used cars.
I see.
You know, if we go to the chart here, or to the computer, we can see that it is a Zacks rank #1, strong buy, as we like to see. This is a B for growth and an A for value, so a little bit different than my norm here, but 13 times forward earnings, I still like the idea. Another stock that's right in line with this is TrueCar, you know, same sort of thing. You know, estimates are starting to tick higher here, 96 cents for this year to 97 cents. You know, but more recently, over the last 30 days, we see from 90 cents to 97, so good move there. And then same idea for next year, from 30 days ago, $1.17 to $1.24. So I like both of these names in the context of consumers looking for used cars to be buying. So TrueCar and Autobytel are one. And if you stick around here for Boland's Blowouts, we're going to be talking about the rental cars.
Oh.
The rental car names, you know, are they blowouts or are they blowouts?
Yeah.
Blowout
I know.
earnings, or is it time to be blown off the books?
We'll have to tune in to find out.
Right?
All right. Do you own either of these two in the meantime?
I do not.
Okay. Thanks. Don't forget, you'll want to tune into Boland's Blowouts as well from that description. Don't forget also that you can get more information not only on these two companies, but on a lot of other stocks as well on our website, zax.com. Get over to the homepage. That is where the adventure begins, as they say. With Brian, I'm Terry Ruffalo.